Now, live from KUSI, this is Good Business San Diego. Sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
Hi, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to Good Business San Diego, where we're talking to local business leaders about their contributions to the community. And the following portion of Good Business San Diego is sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. Joining me today is Brent Wilsey, the president of Wilsey Asset Management. Now, as you know, the stock market has been hit by some sizable losses in the past few weeks, and investors are understandably concerned about where we're headed. Brent is here with his perspective. Let's talk about the C word, which is correction. That's what people are hearing. Are we there? Are we going there?
Well, we are in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is down about 12%, and definition of correction is a decline of 10% or more. Bear market, by the way, that's a drop of about 20% or more.
Are we going there?
I think we will be in the bear market for the NASDAQ. The Dow is down about 8%, S&P down about 9%, not correction territory yet, but I think they'll get there as well. There's just a lot of things going on that are causing concerns. The president came out and talked about, there's going to be some ripples. Well, that caused the R word, recession, to come up, which I don't see that happening. But again, we're going to have a correction coming up. So it's important to do the right things when you go through times like this.
So what are those right things for investors, people watching? What do you do during a correction? Just
hopefully you have a good advisor, not a salesperson, but a good advisor that understands investing, that understands what is going on with the fundamentals of your investments. Because this is when you should be talking to them. Now, if you do it on your own, we do many things for San Diego. I mean, we have the newsletter that goes out every Friday at 5 o'clock to people's email, and it's very informative, very easy to read. We do the radio show on 3 different stations here in San Diego every Saturday and Sunday. We also do the podcast, which people can see. We're on YouTube. We're here on KUSI all the time, trying to give good, sound, basic information to keep people on course. The worst thing somebody can do is panic and go out of cash. Do not do that. You've got to understand the investments, the fundamental of your investments, to make good, sound decisions.
You just got to write it out and anticipate there are going to be times when it's going to be a setback.
Right. Write it out if you have the right investments, and that's the key, because if you've got some high flyer, some risk investment you invested in, I heard this back when I went through the tech boom and bust, people, just stay tight. No, if you had terrible stocks, you should have sold them months prior. Same thing now. You've got to understand what you have to make sure you're not holding things that'll go down further.
Of course, we're talking about domestic markets, but people do have international investments. What's your take on that? In a correction, what do you do there?
Well, that's one thing people say, well, I'm going to diversify, go to international. Well, there's a saying that when the United States sneezes, the world catches a cold. So I don't think the international markets will do much better. I think they'll probably do worse. And if you look back in history, international markets have never performed over time better than the U.S. market. We have the best market in the world. Stay here. And by the way, many companies have 50% of their operations overseas anyways. So you don't need to go into other international markets. Stay here in the U.S. with good, sound investments.
Some people may be looking at their alternatives and options at this point as far as annuities, structured products. What do you say about that? Well,
they come out from the woodwork when things go down, like, oh, you got to buy this because you're going to lose all your money in the stock market. And that's not true. I call them hucksters. Stay away from the annuities. They get paid a 7% commission when they sell your annuity. They don't want to tell you to stay the course. They want to scare you. Structured products, another one that they get a nice big sales commission on those as well. So stay away from those, because you're going to get, you're going to be fine if you invest properly. Don't be sucked into the sales call that I need an annuity or a structured product. You do not. Be smart in investing.
Always be leery and stay calm. No emotions, just results.
No emotions, just results. I like that, yeah.
Brent Wilsey, you'll find him online at smartinvesting2000.com. Reach him by phone at 858-224-0004. The preceding portion of Good Business San Diego is sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management, and we'll be right back.